And over this side, Janelle is installing all the fascia covering. He's using all the extra steel plate that we bought. And also, one important thing that Janelle is sorting is sealing off the folded side here. So that's a good job done for him to be sealing that off. There. We will have a sealant to put on the corners. You know, we got a sealant that like a special type of sealant that you can paint over. So there will be no gap, no holes at all. That one, we're gonna have to put epoxy there. That's quite big. But that's a good job done. We riveted it inside where all the C-purlins are. So Junel is sealing out any gaps up there on the ceiling. Oh, kana diha. So we're putting Bolca seal on the sheets that's been folded. Do you remember how we made the frame? We made it all of metal, C-purlins, and underneath on the ceiling there are angle bars made into trusses. Then for the framing of the ceiling and the awning, we're using C-purlins. Now, how we sealed it up, you could remember that this steel plate that I'm using is the kind of steel plate that they use here to make jeepneys. And it's not an easy job because we have to drill first. You can see that pop riveting, but we have to drill first to the metal before we can even put the pop rivets. And it's pop riveted all over the place. See, it's only like 5 inches apart, and then there's pop rivets even here. Then after that, we will be sealing every hole, like the lines there. Anything that you see that there's a gap, we'll be sealing it with a kind of what they call Bostik sealant that we can paint over. It's available in gray and white. And when we paint this steel plate, we use a Galba wash first to wash out all the acidic, like the shiny thing, that the galvanizing of this steel plate. That's what you can see, like the shiny thing. And then before we even paint it with a special enamel, epoxy enamel, that's what I use on my awning on my castle. But you can see here all the riveting that's done every 5 inch. Basically every 5 inch, that's what we use, and rivet everywhere. So that's why I bought a lot of drill bits and rivets yesterday because I know this is how we operate on putting the steel plate as awning. Now inside we will be put, this is the frame that you can see, like the frame that you see outside. In here I will be using the cement board. Now the cement board or Shira board, Hardiplex, those are the brands of the cement board. We use a special screw as well for drilling this Hardiplex or the cement board. So that will be another day for you to see. But you know where it meets the awning metal there? On the side, both sides of the building will be sealed with those kind of a special Bostik sealant. That's why you can see here, if we compare to my castle, see the where it meets the wall, it's sealed with this special seal. And where metal to metal meeting, that will also be sealed. So it's not, if you want the proper job, it's not really that you have to do it so cheaply, because once it's done, it's there forever. What happened here on the end, it was not galvanized properly. That's why galvanization is very important, that you take out all the the iron, that the acid, that the galva wash acid that will take it off before you paint. But if you paint before it's dried out, that's what happens. But we will be repairing that end of my awning there when we will be painting this side here on the storeroom. So the building update for today, November 20, is all the columns on the walls, this one and on the front, has been squared off by old Lito. And here, Farmer Willie, I let him clear out my garden in the castle, like around here, so we can call him immediately when we need lifting on the greenhouse. So he's just killing this plant. This is the wild grass called kugun, and the rest is lemongrass. So he's there and he's trying to just kill this wild grass before it gets so tall, because that's the wild one. You know, the kugun are the ones that's difficult, that they're hard to kill unless you really dig them out. So if he's digging it like this, he can pull out the grass, its roots, you know, the actual roots. And regards the greenhouse, this is now the update of it. You can see that is the entrance in and entrance out, and it is nice like this, that it is now final design, that it will be stuck on the corner, and those walls there will be holding, the columns will be holding the actual frames as well. So we will be putting some things on the side, and one column here is also supporting the actual greenhouse. So this is how's the update for today, November 20, Friday, last day for the welders to work on. I mean the main welder, and then you can see it won't be long for them to finish it. So by doing this design that put it on the corner, it saves me from creating another column here on the front. So those are the one holding the greenhouse, and the columns on the front are just made of the galvanized poles. But on the bottom, since he wants it to be all gravel. That will be, I will make a small beam underneath to hold back the gravel when it's put in. So overall, it's still got a lot of space left here, you know, and the greenhouse is over here. So this is how it looks like here in the front. You can still open the gate properly. So this is the greenhouse taking shape. It's leveled down to the ground, but we will I'll sort it out how to stop the gravel from coming out, because he wants all the flooring will be gravel, and then the middle will be like a working table made of steel matting and angle bar.